Okay. Then we can teleport back to this. Do the other one. I'm still missing one fool's gold in order to actually make the Tomberry.
Let's go. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I'll end up finding it. If anything, I could probably wait until after I finish this remaining side quest. I mean, I still haven't even found the Odin thing like you were talking about.
Nicely.
You're finished.
Beautiful.
Return to the sea, and to the clouds rise again.
We have our bait then. What next?
Next, we pay a visit to the Dark Gate to pick some local weed. It'll help disguise our scent.
Through this.
There should be a sprig or two of local weed growing somewhere around here. Look for the golden leaves.
Is that golden leaves? I literally kept running right by it. My question is, where is that freaking Odin
Is this
thing?
it?
Because I ran through all
Aye,
of it, unless
that's
I
the
have to
stuff.
revisit the
Crush
ruins
leaves
again.
between your fingertips and rub them on your clothes.
If you insist. You could have warned me about the smell.
Like corruption, isn't it? We'll have an honor guard of flies before long. But it'll stop the Givra from noticing us. Its nose will tell it we're nothing but a feast for worms.
Oh, I feel so much better.
We can wash it off afterwards. If there's one good thing about the Givra choosing the ruins for its hunting ground, it's that there's plenty of fresh water nearby.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia. You deserve a rest.
Thank you very much. finding all of the aquamarine hidden around. Yeah, that's kind of how I am right now. I don't think it's actually a trophy. That's the funny part. I don't remember seeing it as part of the trophy list, is finding all the aquamarines.
Where should we lay the bait?
Gavers are creatures of habit. Look for some sign of its passing. It's sure to return to the same place sooner or later.
I'm not gonna fight that thing just for an aquamarine. Let's see. Well, hi, Meat. How are you?
These look like a predator's tracks. You can clearly make out the claws.
And not just any claws. These belong to a Gavra. There's no mistaking them. We'll lay the bait here.
Let's
It
hope our
is a wild
friend is
meat.
hungry.
Oh, I'm doing good, Meat. We're pretty much doing like all of the side stuff for the DLC now. DLC is already signed, sealed, and delivered. We're just doing all the extra stuff.
Still no sign.
Patience, Clive. Hunting's not something you can rush.
Have you stalked these beasts before?
Once. Gavers are fast, so the job called for a bearer. But even with my knack, it was a close-run thing.
Not many leaders would
Get
take
the
such
premier
risks for their
boss.
people.
Says the man who battled an icon to save a boy he barely knew. It is the way of the moats of water to use what gifts we've been given for the good of all. And I gather it's your way too.
It was Sid, the man whose name I bear. He fought for his people and their future with every fiber of his being. And I'm just following in his footsteps. In many ways, you remind me of him.
Me? You're confusing daring with desperation. Quiet. Something's coming.
One of these things. Okay.
Our guest has finally arrived.
Shall we greet him?
It'd be rude not to.
Oh, we're gonna die. Probably won't be a one-shot, but... Hello, sir. Ow. Sir, you can eat this. Attack, block, and counter. Alright, doesn't go. No, we have all the icons. We have every single one. And that's for... Sleep tight. You survive. Goodbye. Also, could you screenshot all the abilities you use? That'd be great. I'm definitely underperforming with my setup. I mean, I can show you what I'm using. Just give me a sec to get out of cutscene and I can show you what I use.
You weren't exaggerating when you said they were dangerous.
They're forces of nature, all right. And with this one's passing, the river of life has calmed. O roaring torrent, son of storms, may your spirit run free in the open ocean. This flesh I claim, that your gifts might rain down upon us this day, and our river flow in spate once more. Well then, let's return to the village. We must get this tongue to Yamila before it spoils.
And we'll teleport back to the village. And then I'll show you my abilities.
Tributary, my lord. Did all proceed as planned?
It did. Here. One Geaver tongue, as promised.
Be careful, it's slimy.
Oh, thank you. I shall add it to the broth at once. By your leave, tributary.
If there is anything else that we can do to help, you need only ask.
No, no. You've already done more for my family than I can ever repay.
Just as you have, Clive, for my family. I only regret that I have nothing to offer you in return but my gratitude.
It's more than enough. Besides, I'm no less grateful to you.
For what?
For welcoming my friends and I into your midst. For showing us how your people live. For reminding me that the world we strive to create, where bearers can live alongside their fellow men in peace and comfort, is no mere fantasy.
I'd hardly call it comfort. Every day is a struggle. Though we do at least struggle together, it's true.
As must we all. I only ask that you remember the cost of using your gifts as a bearer. I know that you feel it's your duty to do whatever you can to help your people. But you have a child to think about now. And Wallis has lost enough.
I shall bear that in mind.
That's all I ask. Oh, and if there is anything else that we can do to help, well, you know.
Thank you. Truly.
Beautiful. That is. That is a lot of experience. That is 109. There it is. Enhances Dark Odin's iconic feat, Dark Arm of Darkness, and creates Zeigenzuken's area of effect, allowing for the execution of the ability at any time, Jesus Christ. So wait, that means I don't have to charge it up? If that's what I'm understanding, I don't have to charge it up. And that one, where is it? Trophies. So the end can wait. Complete 10 Mysidian side quests. And this one's the only quest now. Okay, so if that's the case, I need to test that. That is going to be changed out for Reflection of Darkness. Allowing for execution of ability at any time, regardless of recovery status. If that gives me a level 5 Zatenzuken whenever I want, that is busted. That is dummy busted. If that's the case, then I'm going to put this to Flames of Rebirth. I love how literally ultimate. That's literally what most of my skills are, except for Deluge. That's hysterical.
It is good to have him back. I know the lad once.
What's up, Shula?
No, it has to be him.
What has to be who? If you, don't mind my asking.
It's not your asking, I mind. It's my explaining. But I don't see any other way around it. You see, when a baby is born here, we hold a ceremony to welcome them. The rite of immersion, we call it. But I don't know whether Walius was ever afforded that courtesy. What is abundantly clear, though, is that my ancestors never welcomed him as one of us. And I want to change that. The problem is, the ceremony requires 3 ministrators, the baby's parents and a witness. As tributary, the role of witness would normally fall to me, but being Walius's closest living relative, I must play the role of mother.
So you want me to serve as witness in your stead?
That's right. A witness must be a trusty guardian, ready to steer the child through the stormy waters of life and on to tranquility. Which is why I thought of you.
I'll be the witness.
It would be my honor.
Thank you, Clive.
So, if you will serve as mother and I as witness, who will take on the father's role?
I have a younger brother. He should be making ready for the rite as we speak, though whether he is or not. Let me introduce you.
Please do. If he's anything like his sister, I'm sure we'll get on famously.
I'll bid him come to the Witten Hall. Will you wait for us there?
Gladly.
Back into the hall.
Clive, my brother.
If it isn't my old mate Sid!
Oh my god, it's this
You.
guy.
So you do remember me, even stripped of my cunning disguise? I'm touched.
You two know each other.
My friends and I crossed paths with your brother on our hunt for the dusk crystals, during which we saved his life. 3 times, was it?
3, 4, who's counting? All I know is when Shula mentioned she'd called in Sid the Outlaw to help young Walyas, I could be sure that the little rascal was in safe hands. I mean, having seen you in action back at the tower, I know exactly what you're capable of.
So the mercenary you met in the Sage Spire, that was Clive. And he saved your life? That's a rather different story from the one you told me. And a far likelier one at that. It would appear my family owe you twice over. Whether they admit it or not. Honestly, Fammy, would it kill you to tell the truth once in a while?
What? I said sorry, didn't I? How about we save the recriminations until after the ceremony, eh?
Speaking of which, what does this ceremony involve exactly?
It's simple, really. We each say a short prayer and anoint the child's head with holy water.
Nothing too onerous then.
Not about the rite itself, no. But it does call for some preparation. One of the witness's responsibilities is to collect the holy water, you see. 3 phials for the 3 ministrators, each taken from a particular place. Don't worry, though. It's not as if you have to go alone. I can show you the way.
I'd appreciate that.
Famiel, you stay here and ready the Witten Hall.
Leave it to me.
If there's anything Jill and I can do to assist you.
We'd be glad to help.
Thank you both. All right then, let's get started, shall we? There are 3 types of holy water that we must collect. The water of the mountain, of the river, and of the sea. We take the water of the mountain from the spring atop Maiden's March. The water of the river from the course that flows through the ruins of Riversmeet. And the water of the sea from the shallows of Tailwind Bay. Here are the phials we'll be using in the ceremony. I'm ready to leave whenever you are.
Neo, am I safe to assume that the other, what's it called? The other, Fool's Gold that I'm missing is going to be found on this mission? That's what I'm assuming.
Come on. Fly, Ambrosia.
We can collect the water of the river from here.
All right.
If you just tell me where it is on the map, I could probably find it.
Represents life.
Don't have to get into a voice call or anything.
It is constantly moving, constantly changing.
I mean, that's what a river does. You know, you never, from what Pocahontas says, you never step in the same river twice.
Turn or branch
That's
into
usually how it works.
separate streams. It always flows in the same direction, from source to sea, beginning to end.
Like time. What of Walius then? When your ancestors froze him, did they
feel
remove
that,
him
man.
from the River of Life?
They did. Like an ice-bound pool that didn't thaw for 80 summers.
Well, depending on how much longer the
now he's free
DLC
to
takes me,
flow
man,
again.
you know, obviously I'll take a
Live.
break from, you know, doing this, but honestly, we could probably,
And
like,
you
hang
and
out
I
and,
shall flow with him.
you know,
For we are all
Discord and
but
everything
drops
and
of
do,
water in the
like, Final
great
Fantasy or
river of
something
life.
later.
I find that thought oddly
That's if
reassuring.
Stuffy wants to do some of her fishing.
Go on.
drop of water might seem insignificant on its own, but as a part of a torrent, it can cleave a path through the hardest rock. It makes me believe we humans might just stand a chance.
I believe we might. Take
Ah, you
10.
eat the fish. Ah, I see. You eat the fish. Because I kind of want to get the tomberry knife so I can actually do the what's it called? The
Ready, go?
the chronolith. Because I'm pretty sure the chronolith will actually end up helping me fight it. Just trying to find the last thing of fool's gold. Because once I have that, I'm pretty much set, I think. No, I'm not gonna go after the frickin'... Stuffy owes me fish before she gets anyone else fish. I get the fish first. Fish is mine.
This path leads down to the coast. Usually we keep this gate shut tight, but since this is a special occasion...
Inspector Ghetto.
Thank the tides the weather held. This place can be treacherous when the waves are high. If it weren't for the holy water, no one would ever come down here.
I'll be sure to watch my step.
Ambrosia just melding out of the
Water
wall.
flows to the sea, then rises into the clouds. Just like life, the end is not the end, only a new beginning.
Yeah, probably should defrost the thing that you're gonna cook tonight. That's a smart idea.
My ancestors chose this place because it was where the first boat landed.
And it's a good thing they didn't land closer to the surge.
Quite.
The water of
Should have
the
made
sea.
it Tomberry greatsword, not Tomberry knife. Is it really that big?
I still can't help but be awed by it.
Oh? All that wave ever made me feel was pity and sorrow for the innocent life trapped inside it. The child my great-grandfather sacrificed to try to change his people's fate. It was wrong, an unforgivable sin. But I often wonder, will my descendants ever forgive me for what I have done? As tributary, I've faced many difficult choices. And though I've always striven to do what's best for my people, here we live in poverty, hidden away from the world. So have my choices denied them
back.
a better life, just as
That's what
my
makes
ancestors
Bustasaur and
denied
Katana
Walyas
look
his.
small. Really? Are we talking like Monster Hunter
No.
size?
You would not forcibly sacrifice one of your people to save the others. You do the best you can for all of them, as do I. We share in their woes, just as we share in their joys. And the most we can do is try to bring them more of the latter.
Aye, you're right.
Yes.
And try I shall, to bring all
I
of
like
my
'em
people
big.
a better tomorrow,
I like them chunky.
Walyas included.
Then I wish you luck. If my time with the boy is any indication, He's going to be quite a handful.
Then we must start as we mean to go on and give him the very best welcome we can.